Is ignorance bliss? That is my question to you. Personally, if I'm going to be walking into a forest, it's going to be with a compass, not with a blindfold. Okay, so welcome to January 2023. Let's start it out with a bang. Let's start it out with our beautiful Venus. As I am recording this on January 2nd, she is moving into Aquarius. She's going to flow right on through. January 26th, she'll be moving right into Pisces. So if you blink, you might just miss her. All right, we also have on January 12th, we have Mars finally stationing direct. But this could be a lot of frustration, a little bit of anger. Could be all that, all tied up into one. So watch your temper, watch your frustration, watch your words, okay, on the 12th. After that, we'll be moving forward and we'll finally get that engine going. You know, it's like working on any project and things just not going. Things just not moving forward. Things just not working out, right? We'll get that forward motion and things are going to get going real fast with Mars. We also have on, let's see, January 18th, we have Mercury stationing direct, which is great because, you know, this whole Mercury retrograde thing, I know we have it so often, but it gets so old sometimes. It's just like, okay. Like, as soon as Mercury went retrograde, my cats went running and took my entire tripod down, broke my light, so I'm working with it here. But I knew it's Mercury retrograde. Again, that compass. I know that that's just the kind of shit that happens. So there was no need to get frustrated. It was like, okay, we'll work around it. That's the compass. January 22nd, we're going to have Uranus station direct. Expect the unexpected. Uranus seems so innocent at first, but it is really the ass of all jokes. I know I'm too funny. Okay. More importantly, let's see. We're going to have our sun move from Capricorn into this Aquarius energy. So we're really going to start feeling that Aquarian vibe, right? We've got a lot going on this month. We have January 12th, Juno moves into Aries. Who else is in Aries? Jupiter. So come around January 18th, we will have Juno and Jupiter meet up. And that's super exciting. They'll meet up at 4 degrees. Balance. All about that balance, right? So we're going to really be balancing out these relationships. To me, I feel like starting our year out with that is really good. The last few years, it has been a lot of Mercury and Venus have been playing this game. So we've been in our head about all our relationships, whether it is with family or with our lovers, our partners, our friends. We have been in our head about every relationship. Mercury is all in that mind, playing games with Venus. We are supposed to be in our heart center with that, and we've been in the mind. So I really feel like with Juno and Jupiter coming back at that 4 degrees of Aries, it's a new beginning for relationships. And it's really going to bring that balance back. These last 2 years, we've really been trying to find that balance again within our relationships with just about anybody and everyone we know. So that will finally start getting some grounding. That foundation will start anew. And the relationships that broke apart have made room for new relationships. The relationships that found new balance and really worked through that are divine couples. They're really divine couples. Those are those soul matches, right? if this shit didn't break you apart, if it broke any relationship apart, then understand it made room for what is divinely meant to come into your life, right? It's making that room. The relationships that, you know, found their way through that, they were already in that place. So it's not that one's better than the other. It's that we're all finding that same place, that same balance, that foundation with our divine counterparts. Not our twin flame. Okay? You don't want to be with your twin flame because your twin flame is just like you, and it's good to have that balance. It really is. Twin flame energy is fighting. It can be great intimacy, but only in that moment, and then it's polar opposites. I mean, not polar opposites. You want your opposite. You want to balance, right? You do not want this same energy that's over here, because then you've got nothing over here. You don't want somebody who is just like you. Do you want somebody identical to you, or somebody that complements you? And that is with any relationship. Is it a friend? Are you going to learn something from this friendship? Or are you guys just going to know the same thing and mimic each other, parrot each other? I'll tell you, the one thing I know is that I don't know shit. Right? There's so much to learn in life. How could you possibly know it all? I don't know shit. I don't know shit. We don't know anything better than anyone else. Right? We're all different. We all have different expressions. What else do we have here? I know I had some other interesting stuff. Oh, wait, what else was there? I think Juno and Jupiter were my big news for January. This is something, because we've been dealing with this relationship energy for too long now, for the past 2 years. And really, Mercury really is that communication, is communication breakdown, is the breakdown of just things working out, is that frustration, that technical end of things, to where, you know, it's the mechanics of things, the mechanics of relationship, because it's been with Venus, it's been this mechanics of, it's the mechanics of relationships we've been going through, reviewing back and forth, and we are finally moving out of that. They are finally separating that energy, right? Venus is speeding her ass up, and she's out of there. Peace out, Mercury. See, because Mercury is all the way back in Capricorn, I believe. Is it? Wow. So, we also have March. I'm skipping right over February, because there's a few things about March that I really want to bring to our attention. Might just have to do that in another video and just keep this one short and keep it about January. It is really about this, these divine relationships that we are coming across that will really start falling into place in our life. I feel like bringing this year in with Juno and Jupiter crossing each other at 4 degrees is truly our door to skeet around all the other shit that's coming up over the next few years. To be in that relationship, those loving relationships, and to be in that energy, that moment, that reality is divine. It's beautiful, you know, versus that isolation that we've all been in. We've all faced so much isolation, and I don't mean because of necessarily what has gone on in the world. It triggered it, it started it, sure, but it really is. It really was a lot of this Mercury, a lot of these planets ending their cycles. We ended a lot of cycles, and we're shifting over and starting a lot of new ones. And January is going to kick right out the door with it. And that's why I would like to get to March. But I do find it, I think it's very important to point out Juno and Jupiter first. Because that is our, right out the door. Right out the door. We are watching Venus speed off within this 1 month, she is leaving Mercury behind, moving into Aquarius. And at the end of this month, moving into Pisces. Peace out, Mercury. She's gone. So we have this beautiful energy with Juno and Jupiter we're going to come across now, right? We're going to work with that divine energy for divine relationships. Be beautiful. So these friendships and partnerships we come across they're placed there for a reason. They are there for a reason. They're divine, they're beautiful, and they are to be cherished and respected. Eris is also in Aries, along with Chiron. So, Chiron, our wounded warrior up in Aries, I mean, nice and comfy there. But it is definitely going to bring that wounded warrior energy out, right? So it's kind of like defensive. You know, I see Chiron as getting defensive and sensitive because, you know, it's a lot of dealing with the trauma from the past, but being able to get back up. And Aries has got that fire motion, that the new beginnings, you know, to really get it going and push it on through. Eris, our badass bitch, right? She is also making up for that energy we're losing with Mars being in Gemini. Love y'all, Geminis. And you guys have been getting hit so hard with Mars. However, that's all going to change. You know, we're going to get moving through that one pretty fast. Well, not too fast. But it's going, Mars will finally station direct and start moving forward. Right? It's going to take its time. You know, it's not moving as fast as Venus for sure. But it's taking its time. You know, when we get to February, we'll go over February just a little bit. Got so many notes. Got so many numbers in my head. The big news for February really is, let's see, we've got Vesta going into Aries, which is our, you know, it's going to be more the home front energy. Home front knowledge, a lot of knowledge. Right, this is the guardian of hearth and home. And we're going to be putting this into Aries. So this is, again, you know, it goes right along with our storyline of these, you know, we're leaving behind all these old relationships and energies that our past no longer align with, and we're moved into these more cosmic, divine relationships with Juno and Jupiter. We have, you know, and with Vesta, you know, that's really bringing our attention to home again, bringing our heart back home. This is a lot of knowledge with home too. It's a lot of making home the place that is your sanctuary and the sanctuary for those you love. Right? And that's new beginning. We're going through Aries, which is going to give it that spice. That's on the February 7th. February 11th, we have Mercury trying to catch up with Venus. So Mercury is going to be moving into Aquarius, but sucker, Venus is already gone. And then we have on the 18th of February, our sun moving into Pisces. Beautiful Pisces. February 20th, Venus is on her way already to Aries. By February 20th, Venus will already be in Aries. With what? Matched up with Vesta. Like, this could not get any more beautiful. We've got the asteroids dancing around beautifully with the planets. Like, they're going hand in hand. These energies are lining up as we have so many cycles ending. That means we have so many cycles beginning. We also have Sirius stationing retro on February 3rd. It's my son's birthday. Interesting. And we have, I think that's Paulus station. I just lost it. Station direct. I didn't even know Paulus was. My bad. Oh, I've got to get more organized. I am the most unorganized person. I'm not even going to try to pretend that I'm organized for a second. And I'm shaking my leg, which means I'm shaking you guys. You guys are just bouncing along with me. Pallas, Pallas, Pallas. Ooh, Athena. So Pallas is Athena, which is knowledge, is the wise old owl. Beautiful. And so Pallas is going to be stationing direct. Lost it. Direct. Where did you go, February notes? I'll get to it eventually. One of these days. Probably not. Seems like not. I guess I could look here. Looks like it's stationing direct in Cancer on the 15th. Oh, I think so, yes. On the 15th. So that was great. Kind of mucked that one up, didn't I? Mucked it up good. But you know, here's the thing about all this. So if I'm going to continue these videos, I have to be me. I tend to sugarcoat things because I feel like, you know, so much of this is psychology. It is what we tell ourselves. If I come to you and I'm like, there's no hope. There's just no hope. We're all gonna. There's just no hope. Then that's what you get. That's what you think. That's what you're going to bring to you. That's the energy, the frequencies you're putting out, and you're going to bring right back. But if I tell you that, you know what, there's a way around this. If we go through this door, we come out here, and we avoid all that. When that happens, we know that we need to go look over here. Because that's going to be the beautiful area of life. We know to skip from this rock to that rock. And avoid this one over here. Because that one, you'll sink. These ones, you'll at least stay afloat. I can bring you the tools. I can bring you I can bring you the blueprint. But I cannot do it for you. And I will not lose hope. I will always have faith. No matter what comes our way over the next few years. We've got a lot of changes. We've got a lot of new beginnings. But in order to have new beginnings, you have to have endings. You know, I didn't know any of this stuff when I first started these videos. I didn't know anything about astrology at all. It was a foreign language. But as soon as I figured out that I could understand quantum physics, which, like, seriously, like, everybody that knows me laughed. Well, the people that really know me, they know me. They know how determined I can be. But the people that just have an idea of me, like family, they laughed. So, we can learn anything. I don't know shit. But I can learn. And I will learn until the day I die. And I will bring you every bit of information I can. And I will tell you that there is no reason to lose hope. There is every reason to keep hope. There is every reason to keep moving forward. Frickin' Mercury retrograde. So my phone's going to die and I'm going to do March in another video. Because apparently my charger just stopped working. Gotta love it. Well, you know, I guess in times of Mercury retrograde, it's always good to have extra batteries, extra chargers, extra stuff on hand. This is, we're learning. And we're going to make it through just fine. Because I'll tell you what, we're going to start March out. Yeah. We start March out with Saturn going into Pisces, which I'm actually kind of digging. Not everybody digs it. In history, we'll see how much it likes to repeat itself. Much love.